from the memory. Cause it could get lonelier. It could get lonelier. Love when you text me, though you ain't next to me. Cause it could get lonelier. It could get. I get so happy.
Away. Hello, and welcome to Delite Side of Life. I am your host, Delite. And yeah, this is the place where I speak to people I think I know of about things I think I know about. Yeah, and I hope you guys are good. I hope you well. Hope you well rested and stuff like that, and enjoying this weather. Very cozy for the lovers plus. Use it, lovers plus, lovers. Yeah, and thank you for listening, tuning in, and I hope you are subscribed to wherever you listen to the podcast on the usual Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, YouTube and stuff like that. And yeah, tell a friend if you can. Yeah, so let's get into today's show. You probably heard my guest giggling a bit. Yes, it's a female. We like females over here. A bit of a different energy. And so today my guest is a very good female in my life, friend in my life, long-term friend. And she goes by the name of Tshegofatso. Yes. Hello, Tshego.
Hey, D.
How are you? Don't be shy now.
I'm not shy.
Let's hear you more.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm dropping things. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man.
You well?
I'm well.
You sound calm.
I am.
You don't sound like a mother.
Wait. What
Your
does a
child
mother
asleep
sound?
or something? That's how a mother sounds. I know.
𝗬𝗲𝗶𝗹𝗶.
You sound like the father who doesn't care, he's watching soccer. I guess that.
Yeah, no, the dads have the nice life.
Nah, easy.
Yo, they have the chilled life, hey?
But you're good. How's your child also?
My little one is doing quite well.
Your little one is how little?
She's 2 years old. She's turning 3 next year.
She's 3 next year?
Present, then.
Oh, I'll be my presence is here. I'm here for her anytime. Yeah. Represent.
I still got
present. The fathers who are not present, but the uncle are present. Yeah. That's what you are referring to.
No.
Okay, no, we'll get into it later. Hopefully, we'll forget. Yeah, man. So today we're speaking about motherhood. Man.
Yes.
Last time I saw you. Okay, I saw you briefly, but last time I saw you properly, you were not a mother.
I was not a mom, yes.
Yeah, so this is a new addition. You do look more tired than you usually did, and stuff like that. So, yeah, I wanna find out about this journey you've been through, my friend. I thought, you know what, let's find out this way, Let me make content out of it.
Okay.
Listen,
I am tired.
You tired?
Yes, and I'm a mom now, but it's been a blessing. It's been a tough journey. I think being a mom is a lot of emotion. It's an overwhelming amount of emotions. You feel blessed, you feel grateful, you feel stressed, you feel frustrated. Like, it's a lot. It's a crazy journey, but at the end of the day, like, just having a little one that you're raising that is alive, and I'm like, I kept this little one alive.
It was worth it.
It was worth it.
So most mothers are like, no matter how much trouble, like all the stuff you mentioned, all the ups and downs. Yeah, but I would never have my life another way. Let's be politically correct, but I would genuinely like, obviously you can't imagine a life without her, nah? But now, 6 years ago, would you have made, let's say she can still come in your life at some point, don't worry, not deleted completely. Matter, would you have changed some of the events?
I feel like
of having a little one?
Yeah, I feel like, I think I would have gone about it differently. Because, listen, when I had my baby, I was in a relationship and I was in love. And I feel like she came from a relationship that comes from love.
Oh, you made love. You didn't have sex.
We made love. Yeah. Hey. I think my dad's going to listen to this.
Sorry. But it is what it is. Yeah,
it is what it is. But I do feel like I could have had a baby at a better time, in the sense that at the time I was unemployed. And I was still living with my father. I'm still living with my father. And like, a child has like a lot of responsibility, not only financially but emotionally as well. So I felt like at the time that I had a baby, like I could have waited or taken,
delayed it a bit.
Yeah, I would have if I had the choice. I feel like I would have also been a better mom at a later stage because I could have provided more emotionally and financially.
So you mentioned there you could have waited if you had the choice. Are we referring to choice condoms? Or
I bleed the faith.
Okay, that's right. So you did have the choice.
I did have the choice.
You were thinking like how you think now.
Yeah, I feel like we all know what we're doing in that situation, and the only reason why I feel like I should have made better decisions is because the impact, having a child like unemployed and having the expectation to raise her, or the responsibility rather, it's a lot, because that means now my parents have to chip in, they're also affected by the poor choice that I made. But because I was in love, and I can't justify it, but I feel like we all put ourselves in a position where we know that this could possibly happen, and so that's the thing.
So speaking of father, you said your father pitches in quite a bit now. He's present in your life, right?
Yes.
And now in his grandchild's life.
Yes. So when I was unemployed, because we needed assistance, guys. A child is not cheap.
We is you and the father.
Yes, me and the father. We weren't able to actually get everything that we needed, because also at the time I could not breastfeed my baby. So she was a formula baby. That's 300 rand a formula milk, bro.
The problems that you were having. That's all. Not that you didn't want to.
No, not that I didn't want to, but I could not actually breastfeed my daughter. We tried. I remember when I was at the hospital and I gave birth to her, they tried to give me an injection and a pill just to try to be able to produce more milk. I tried everything under the sun. They told us, okay, try drinking tea a lot, and there's a lot of remedies that I've tried, but then I wasn't able to give her.
Is tea an actual remedy, or you just freestyle there yourself?
Listen, we were listening to every myth under the sun just to try and just so I could try to because the thing also about being a mom, like breastfeeding is something you want to share with your child. It's a bonding moment for every mom. But the fact that I couldn't do that also made me insecure a little, because there are some women that are also judged over the fact that do you breastfeed your child, or is your child a formula baby?
Also, you feel like, am I not woman enough? Stuff like that.
I felt insecure in that. I felt that I could not be like a normal mom that could just whip out the boob and say, hey, and just you want the option at least. Even if you don't do it, you want to say that I didn't do it because I chose not to. It was sad because. Did
it ever change at any point? Did it? Or you never ever got it
never worked out for me. So then I had to put my baby on formula milk.
All right.
So that goes back to like the expenses as well,
which increased compared to a normal situation where it would have been natural for quite a bit, for quite a while. Your child is eating for free.
Exactly.
Well, not for free, but you ate the food first.
It went through me. So it really impacted our finances as well. So that's how.
Was that a part of your negotiation with the father? Ask our papa, boma 3 years nyana,
no, I think
then the baby said, oh.
No, I think it was.
Was there any pressure with having to explain, I am pregnant and this is why, or was it just like, I'm happy? Was dad as happy as excited?
Was my dad happy?
Yeah.
My dad was slightly disappointed. I feel I think he wanted me to have a baby in like your traditional setting, like you're married, you have your own home, and you're able to actually take care of your family by yourself. So now I have to tell him that, okay, listen, I'm unemployed, I'm pregnant, and I am bringing another Taminyana into the house, and it obviously delays plans of you yourself trying to have your own home and all of that,
your
because
goals,
now
your
you have
personal goals.
because now you have a little one to actually put, in part of your plans financially and all of that. So it wasn't easy telling him, but he, the way he is now with her is,
it's like,
I would not say.
My child keep making mistakes. He's thinking, just do you.
No, oh my gosh, like
I'll never question you again.
Yeah, no, like not really.
But
No.
they're inseparable.
They're inseparable.
Yeah,
Like, no,
that's
she
beautiful.
loves both her grandfathers so much, and her grandparents.
Wow.
Like, she loves them so much.
Wow,
But
wow, that's
my
beautiful.
dad ended up, after my daughter coming, my dad was very supportive. He emotionally, in every aspect, he was so supportive.
I think that speaks to him like being a dad to you, right?
Yeah.
In some aspect.
Yeah, and
Your dad has always been that to you.
Yeah, my dad has always been a dad and a mom.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So why has he been a dad and a mom?
because my mom passed away when I was 10, and I feel like my dad kind of took on that role, like also like getting me ready for school. He had to do all of those things, buying me clothes, choosing my outfits. Like,
so
he
he's that rare single.
Listen,
father.
he was a dad. He
literally a single father. Cause
yes, like he was so present. Like,
there's no mom at all.
Yeah, he was. That's why I say he was my dad and a mom, because he cooked for me. He did everything a mom would usually do, and
coming to think of it, I don't recall seeing a helper at your house.
right?
Yeah,
right.
like you didn't avoid like was the dad doing the sweeping, the mopping?
No,
he likes it just
my dad is such a clean person. I think that's also the part of the aspect. Like, but then when I got older, then I just resumed some of the responsibilities. Obviously, once you're at that teenager, like taking over the cleaning,
share the responsibilities.
share the responsibilities.
Otherwise, get out of my house.
I suka.
No, but that's a beautiful story. That's a beautiful ending for that. It's not the end, but so because we highlighted fathers, I'm gonna naturally go to the father of your child. And what's the situation with that? Is it very similar to your dad's relationship with you? Are you with the father of the child?
We are currently not together, but we are co-parenting. And we're trying to raise our daughter together, and we're doing quite well for the most part. We haven't been apart for so long, but it's been tricky trying to like communicate. Like if, for example, your relationship with your partner didn't work out, like raising a child in two different homes, and
two different standards, rules.
Two different standards.
My daddy said this.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna
not
get
at
there.
This house.
Because I feel like my baby daddy is such a sweet person, in the sense that if my daughter cries and she's like, no, he will fall for it.
Not knowing that she doesn't get away with it at my house.
So I feel like it's that. But we're not together. We are trying our best to co-parent, and
you're not trying your best to be together yet. Must we move on?
Listen, I never say never,
because I'm guessing that's the best situation, right?
Yeah,
that's the most
naturally,
preferred, right?
yes, definitely, because you do want to raise your child with the father of your child, but sometimes like not love alone won't really make a relationship work. So
love
alone, yeah. So there are different aspects that will drive a relationship, but for us at the moment, this is the best situation for us.
So you guys are better at being parents than you are at being lovers, at least. Is that fair to say? Ouch. Or would you say that you're failing also?
No, I feel like
doing a bit better than you.
Definitely, I feel like we're doing.
You're not ready
better.
to break up with your kid.
No, hell no.
You can't do that.
No, but I feel like we're doing much better, like as co-parents at the moment.
Oh, so he's a present father.
He is a present father. Like, I thank God for that.
Yeah.
Some women are seeing
and it didn't take convincing, or so. How long into the child's life at what point did you guys break up? Like within, at what year, what month within,
I don't remember the exact month, but my daughter was past a year.
Oh.
Was past a year. So it's
So he was there for the whole pregnancy.
He was there.
But
Shem,
were the
I won't
problems
lie.
already showing maybe a bit there?
Yeah, I think even before our pregnancy, that's where the problems were. But then, so you know the
but
thing.
you got pregnant. I don't fix it. Was there better?
You know, like pregnancy, like also it challenges the relationship.
Yeah.
So if it finds a relationship, bruh, like
it makes it harder.
It makes it
And
harder.
do you think, no, he'll stay because?
No, not like
none of those
that.
things gave you
Yeah,
that.
no, not like that. But
But wasn't it like, now that I'm pregnant, who knows? Maybe
no.
I'll be excited and then work on this. None of that.
Listen, I feel like the baby.
Yeah.
I feel like our baby was not reasoning to say whether we're gonna stay in a relationship
not
or
at
not.
all.
Yeah,
It
because
didn't,
it was more so about whether we are happy together or not, or anything like that. And at the time, we had our own personal issues, and now being parents, new parents, broke parents, young parents, it's a lot. It took a lot on both of us, and I feel it just didn't work out at the time. Yeah.
No, I love that because I'm always like on some with the child thing. Or I'm not a father, so I'm trying to find out before maybe we can prevent some stuff. I'm always like, I mentioned this to someone. I'm like, yo, man, I look at a kid on some. When you go and buy items of clothing, the kid is like that black jean.
That black jean.
Yeah, it's not the purple jean.
It's not the purple jean.
This jean is gonna go with every outfit. So no matter what circumstance, this jean is I'm buying this item because of what it is, not because. No, am I saying it right? No, I'm saying it wrong. No. I flopped it. No, this jean is the purple jean.
Okay.
I'm not buying it because it fits into
My
an
situation.
outfit. My bad. I'm not buying it because it fits into. Yeah, I flopped there. I'm not buying it because it fits
Redeem
into.
yourself.
This thing is like that shoe that's a collector's item. Yeah. Well, so even if the rest of the outfit doesn't exist, even if the other parts of this thing doesn't exist, this item is still as precious, without those other things. So a lot of the time, so it's like, I don't want to resent my child because you are part of a bigger plan. And when that plan isn't yet, what are you doing here, Mbana? Like your purpose is not, and I don't know if it's fair to say that, but I can say I picked up that with a few people that this child reminds you of someone you hate. And it doesn't help your relationship with this child because this child was based on, I can't wait to be a parent with this person. And that's all that it was about. It wasn't about, I can't wait to be a parent, even with that person not being there. Because even with death, people don't really realistically think about death happening. You can have the perfect relationship, but what if my partner passes away? Can you, no matter what it is, your car, a house, yes, we plan things together, but always think of a plan that can, where you can sustain it alone.
Yeah.
Or you
must do it for you.
Yeah, so you can change into what the changes would be and be okay with those. Yeah, so
like
interesting.
I think for me that's why I appreciate so much that my daughter comes from love. Like I don't have to, whether her father and I are together or not, I don't have any ill feelings like towards him. Like she came at a time where we weren't okay, but we were in love, and
she felt it.
And the best part is also that I have a baby daddy that loves his daughter.
Baby daddy.
That loves his daughter and would do anything for her. So I'm in a better position than what maybe some moms are in. So I'm grateful and appreciative for that. I'm grateful and appreciative for that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
No, that's nice. That's sweet. So, let's get into the things, the problems now. Hey, Sukari does to chill this segment. How does this child affect your life, bruh? On a daily, like how has your life changed? Before 1 year I knew. Not just the finances, but like how does it change, like your schedule, your routine, the stuff you like to do? Are you doing more stuff, less stuff? Are you doing? How did that change?
So in the beginning, obviously, like I was unemployed, right? So I had my daughter, and then from the first month I went to my aunt's and I came back, and then it was me and the little one. And for the first year,
Yeah.
it was basically her. It was everything her. You know how like infants are, like every 2 hours or in the evening you'll wake up, or you're feeding, you're changing diapers, you're washing the laundry, you're cooking, you're cleaning the house. So you're a mother, you're a house help, you're a cook,
Yes,
you're everything
all in
at the
one,
same,
yeah.
all in one. And then after like the first year, I got employed, right? I got employed and I started working for Amazon. And we worked like UK hours. So I needed to start like from 3 until I'd knock off at like 2.
UK or US?
UK hours.
How far is the UK?
So we're 2 hours apart. Yeah,
Okay,
we're
cool.
2 hours apart.
That
But the because they were a 24-hour
Yeah.
service call center, so
Okay.
yeah, I had to work later hours. So then 12 o'clock is like our 2 o'clock. So that's when we would cut off and stuff.
Alright,
So that time was also tricky because I had to try to balance like her being in that clingy stage, wanting me all the time, separating, being a work from home mom also like hectic, because now you have to try to separate like the mom and
Yeah,
the
and now I'm at work
professionalism.
now, yeah.
The professionalism, because if I allow every cry or every beg for me at the door, every bang to distract me, I'm not gonna
work.
I'm not gonna produce proper work. So it impacts a lot of things: your time, your emotional well-being, your
No,
your social life is your social life is also impacted, and also dating, like in terms of like finding someone that'll understand that there will be times where I can't be with you if we plan things because my child needs to take priority and all of that.
So come back, man.
No,
Let's get rid of one more problem.
No, let's not put it all on him. Let's not put it all on him.
Not all on you.
No. Okay, but like, listen.
So, but let's talk about him now.
Oh,
how much does this affect him? How much does your daughter affect his lifestyle?
I
Does
think
he also get disrupted while he's working when he wants to grow up Afrita?
you know what, I think he's fortunate enough like that his daughter stays with me, and also with him he has a lot of assistance in terms of like the sisters and the mom. So
when she's there, she's not really visiting him.
Yeah, she visits the family, the whole family, and she loves everyone. So sometimes she'll actually just prefer to be with the grandfather or the grandmother or the aunts, so he can still move around. Like,
okay, guys, I'm coming back. You're holding my child.
Yeah, no, and he knows,
and
and he's comfortable in the fact that my daughter's with loved ones and all of that. So he's gonna I don't have a problem with that though, as long as he spends time with his daughter, and he does, and as long as she's safe, it's all good. But I feel like he gets a lot less of what we go through as mothers, and I feel like fathers in general, if we get the because our pregnancy journey, our actually motherhood journey starts from pregnancy, I feel, because you deal with the morning sickness, no eating, your body changes, you're carrying the child for 9 months, you're tired, you're overwhelmed.
That time he's still growing.
And not me, I don't know. That time he's like,
no one even knows he's pregnant.
No one knows anything.
He's doing things outside. No one knows. There's no evidence.
He's living his best life.
Me,
I'm getting kicks from left, right, and center. I can't eat. The heartburn is doing the most. I need to go to the bathroom every 2 hours. Literally, it's real.
Your life is literally on hold for 9 months.
It's on hold for 9 months.
Well, this guy's life continues forever and ever.
Yeah, listen, fathers have the best life during pregnancy, I feel. But he was also attentive in the sense that when I had morning after, I remember there was one time I
morning
asked
after is what? I really believe.
Oh my gosh, when I had morning sickness.
You know what? Did he try to? I hope your child doesn't hear this one.
No,
when you had the morning after. That's why I have a constant headache. They tried to take me out.
No, not
I'm a survivor.
The one that made it.
No,
No, I'm
that's
kidding.
not what you meant. But you
No,
meant
definitely
morning
not.
sickness.
Morning sickness.
I'm like, hey, this child is already out. She's still trying. Hey, maybe can reverse now.
I know. I
Let's
just
put it
wanted you
back.
to laugh. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
No. Okay,
So when
morning
you had,
sickness.
he was taking care of you.
No, for real. Like I remember this time I ate. I don't remember what I was
Yeah.
eating, and then it all came out, and then he just nicely went to go like fetch a mop and actually clean that up. Didn't complain. Like
Wow.
it was super
But
chill.
I get it. That time you were still his wasn't it that time?
Oh, maybe he was probably trying to get a visa to go out. I think maybe it's
you
one
know your man.
I'm
You know what
kidding.
you know you know what it probably was. So speaking of all of this now, how do you know how to be a mother? Because you mentioned as much as your dad was both in everything, you didn't have a mother, right? Like biological. So where did you get it from? Like did you consciously decide that okay, this is what I must do? Did you just go with the flow? Did people volunteer? How do you also choose who to listen to, you know?
Yeah, that's so tricky because I think my journey in motherhood was difficult because of that. Like I didn't have like that immediate guidance, like to say, okay, oh, she's crying, why is she crying, or this is going on. But I was fortunate enough to have like the village that I had, which was like my dad and my daughter's like paternal family, like her grandfather and her grandmother, her aunts. They were present and they were also a great form of support. And it's not always easy to decide like who to listen to, because like everyone will have opinions in terms of how to raise your child. Everyone will have opinions, and sometimes you just need to listen to your inner gut in certain things. This is how I want to raise my child, and your opinion will either help me maybe do more research or try to decide, but it won't be my final but it depends on the advice you're also getting from a person, you know.
Oh, I thought you would choose whose opinion you take by, can I see your child there? why not your child isn't there? And I must listen to you.
No, I feel like it depends on the advice.
So you don't look at the child. You're like, maybe they do know. Maybe they learn from this mistake. Maybe they're telling me what not to do.
Well, it depends. Right. It depends on the situation.
It is, no?
Yeah.
And then with you and the father, do you go back and forth on some? Nah, man, why did you do the what? Man, why did, like what you were saying, when you have two different homes, two different rules? Is that a huge challenge, or is it one of those? Okay, you know what mother says goes, or is it? Do you have an understanding with that?
I think,
and even with your dad, like, because you live with your dad, right? So there's still two authorities in a sense, and he's still your authority in a way, you know. So you can't just say, child, do whatever. Yeah. So how do you manage that, and is there a system?
No, there is absolutely no system. But I think the key thing is communicating, right? But it's something that we continuously try to improve. We're not great with it. We do have challenges, you know. We both, I think, are like stubborn and hot-headed people. Sometimes if we want things done a certain way, that's where we find it difficult sometimes to agree on things. But at the end of the day, we do find a way to sort it out. But there's no system, to be honest. The only thing is that we just have to communicate what needs to be done, and we need to communicate just be open with each other and transparent. It's not gonna be easy, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done.
No,
you know.
Let me stack up on them condoms.
December,
no.
Hey guys,
this thing is tough.
You know, I feel like if a person has a choice or like don't have a baby to try to sustain a relationship, it should be a personal, you know, actually for both parents to decide that, like, okay, we both want to have a child, and then we understand that if ever we are apart, that this child is still our responsibility
beyond us,
beyond us, and also whether the relationship ends on good or bad terms, it does not mean that we're going to use a child as a pawn if it is in bad terms. Because you know what I've realized, like there's some women that, or you know, also some men, some women will maybe prevent fathers from seeing their kids, or some men will actually stop providing support either emotionally or financially as a way of getting back to the mother for whatever. And it's not fair on the child, because you know how, like, you know how we like as people sometimes you ask, okay, the people will ask you about your childhood and you'll be like, yeah, no, my dad was never there, you know, those type of stories, but the father was just trying to get back at the mom for whatever.
And that's
you
why
understand.
you were never the objective.
Exactly. And the main focus needs to be the child,
That's
not
heavy.
not what you feel about the mother or the parent. At the end of the day, you need to respect them, and you need to communicate.
Yes.
The bigger thing is raising a human being that doesn't have like a bad childhood or a bad memory if you guys are apart. Type of thing. Like, it's something else, bro. So yeah, guys, think contraceptives. It's December. Please.
Yeah, no. Thank you for that advice. It's really a scary thing because I think I've said it before. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast. It's the worst thing to hear someone say, for someone to say. But for me, it still makes a lot of sense. The whole notion of, but I didn't ask to be born. It's justifiable, like, especially now, you know, like, people have a kid for their dreams, right? Because that's, you can't say I had a kid because the kid was inside me and they told me, please make me to come out because I have a plan. A big part of all of it was about you, right? It's a selfish thing at that point, right? It's about you, your happiness, whoever, but it's not about the kid at that point. Sharp, they come out. Then you try and say, okay, now that you are here and you did what I wanted you to do for a few years, until I decide, maybe until 18 or whatever. Hey, now you must do you, I'm out there, peace. You must get your own home and make your own one. Yeah, man. Yeah, you must have goals and dreams now. And what else? You know, you must have a career. You must sustain this life that I created for you to. Hey, man. But me, I was just swimming there in daddy's thing. There in you know those things. I was just swimming. It was nice swimming. Now I must walk. I must go to school. I must study. I must wear uniform. I must get stressed. I must get a girlfriend. No, son, you don't know how to talk to girls. Like, yeah, man, all these requirements. And then it's like, but people go through it. But if you really think about it, like, you know, like, that's not, it's really like you need to, not that a child should have that excuse, but sustain to a level where you can, you know, take care of the thing that you brought into the world.
That's
because it's still your responsibility.
Exactly.
And I don't think you should go beyond certain years, of course, because then you enabling the child not to do certain things, you know, because human beings have the capability of doing amazing things. So if you hold this child too close, they won't become like a super whatever, you know, very smart or very ambitious or blah blah blah. But you still need to make room for your child not being everyone else. You still need to make room for them not knowing their potential, and know that a lot of what they don't know, a lot of what they believe, a lot of their doubts, a lot of their failures is because of the product that you created, because of your teachings, you know, so
or lack of,
you know, and we're so quick to blame the school or blame the friend. But like, I wasn't gonna meet my friend if I didn't go to that school. When I didn't want to play a private, or if I go to private school, why not? Why don't you know your language? But
you took me there.
Yeah.
This is what.
Like, that was the time my mom asked, "Bobby, why don't I know like how to speak Tswana?" I also didn't learn that. You can learn there on the. I took it to school, you know. Like, but I was living in a colored neighborhood, and it didn't make sense to know Tswana there. But she's on some, dude, hey, sometimes you're on your own. But it was on some tip of when I was arguing with someone else. They were on some, dude, how don't you know your own language? Then I'm like, you don't know the inconvenience of being, like, you were brought up speaking this language. You don't know that I have to work to know my language. And they were giving me a language that's not mine. The same way you were giving Zulu, and then you struggled with English, but at least English was still in the system you went to. My Tswana wasn't anyway.
And I guess Pitori
And I had to force it, and while I'm learning it, they're laughing at me. At least the teacher doesn't laugh.
Yeah, that's
but anyway,
true.
it's one of those things of like, yeah, man, it is unfair if you think about it, like in the actual sense of what it is.
Exactly.
And that's why I have that approach with parenting on some. I cannot not see it for what it is. I cannot be a deadbeat dad. Like, as much as I've not been a dad, and I know I can't speak for that, but I'm so sure about the way I take responsibility for what's mine, you know?
No, it's a
So
lot.
that's why I know that a kid would be a burden for me, though it isn't for a lot of fathers.
Listen, I think
I mean, the fathers will run away. That's why.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
a burden at all.
Those guys are living their lives, hey?
You're saying you think so?
Why they must go take care of those kids, bruh. The Pampers,
Hey.
no ways, bruh.
Because you were telling me in actual fact, let's just break that one down. Because I'm going to be honest. Now, there was a day I had like it wasn't a scare. It was a scare. Because I was scared. I don't know what qualifies as a scare. So a situation happened. What? Give me this period. So me, I look at my phone. Which friend of mine is a father and present? But you need to know these things. You can't just tell me. You can't tell me about a kid to the point of conception. I needed to know the other breakdown. So I let my friend. I'm like, hey, my nigga, hey, bruh, on average, how much do you spend on your child? Like every month. Like, so then he's doing calculations. He's breaking it down. So even in his mind, he didn't think about it. So he's busy. And he's very responsible. He works, he has a good job, stuff like that. Hey, you want 7,000? Must be renting tail. And you're not guys right now. Hey, so I'm busy making children here when and the rent is not paid. Now I'm getting a double rent. I'm in sentence. So when I saw that, I was like, yes, luckily it wasn't what I thought it was. None of what. Even she was laughing on some, dude, it's not that hectic. But I was like, I was trying to prepare for this thing because I'm like, how am I gonna make this? I was like, if I can start on day one, not month one, day one, by 9 months, we'll figure something out. But I was that worried. So you mentioned the diapers thing. Let's just break down diapers. That's all.
Listen, that's another story. Okay, so it depends on the brand that you're using there. Yeah. That's where the prices go. So we use Pampers. And
why? Is your baby's bum special? The yellow bone.
No, actually, I was using Huggies, but then my daughter actually got a rash. So we realized that she has a bit of a sensitive skin. So we opted for the premium Pampers, which is...
So Pampers knows that they give you the one rash, then the one without the rash. So them themselves, they could have just given everything premium. So they want some babies to struggle. So
actually, you know what? I can't even justify why there's one for sensitive and why there isn't.
Because you think that some people are sensitive for the premium. Do you think it gives some people a rush?
I don't know. I don't think so.
But continue with your dude.
Okay, yeah. So we normally use it by get the 60 pack, right?
Yeah.
Or sometimes if you go to Macro, you'll get like that big pack there, which has two 60 packs, and that's like 400, right?
Yes.
Sometimes on a crazy month you'll end up needing maybe 2.5, so you'll need to at least put aside like
2.5. That's like 700.
Around about there. You need
that's a month.
Yeah, that's a month. And then the wipes, you need to add that as well, because
why are we wiping?
What do you mean? Why you?
We won't use it on the face of your house.
No, you need wipes. You need wipes.
They don't do these things in the village. Why is it really complicated?
Listen,
how about the wives they go village?
Guys, actually I realized when we grew up with these cloths that they used to tie over us. Remember? I understand why.
As Pampers.
Hey, I understand why, bruh. But then the thought of washing.
Oh, those, they are better, nah?
Yes, but because you just have to wash them and then you can reuse them. But then it's a lot of work, I think.
I mean, they are better even with what it is. It's a cloth compared to...
Pampers and all of that. Yeah.
But the labor behind it doesn't make sense. So the wipes are about how much?
The wipes, it depends the brand as well, but I normally get like those Clicks ones where they sell like you get 6 for like 100.
Yeah.
And then you're good for the month at least. So my daughter also goes to Crate, right? So I also
how much is the wipes?
The 100 for 6.
100 rand
per month. Yeah.
I'm eating. Okay.
That's 800 rand just for the Pampers.
This is after the food was eaten.
This is after the food was eaten. Listen.
When I put up formula, why?
Boda.
Because of the breast situation.
Yo, bruh. So now we add that as well. So that's what milk was like 300 rand. Formula was 300 rand
A month.
Yeah,
it will
a
last
month.
proper.
No, it would not last. Like one will not last. If she's an infant, she's only drinking milk, so you need a little bit more. So at least, let's say 2
maybe
for
3
a month.
weeks, yeah. Oh, two.
Yeah, 2. So that's 600 rand. So we're heading towards
1.2, yeah.
And then we haven't even started with the toiletries.
I know we can stop there. Again, I'm not having a child.
I'm just trying to convince you to plan.
No, that one is over. Yo, Jonah, bruh.
It's a lot, guys.
Shucks.
It's a lot. And then you add crèche into the mix. You need to also plan for school right now because
now grade 1 will always come.
You know? And then also
high school will come.
Tertiary will come. Like tertiary... How much listen,
and you had a chance to plan before you made that.
Exactly. So that's why I was like, I felt like I could have had my daughter like when I was well positioned, like maybe started saving or planning or because also some of the things that I want to do need to like put back on hold. Like I needed to go back to school, and now that's school fees for me and my daughter and all of that. So listen, it's tough.
And going back to school will only better your life. With your
it will. I don't have a choice.
You need to maintain a balance.
Yeah, I need a balance. Like we need to find a way to survive first before I can say, okay, let me progress. Let me work on progressing, which is pretty sad if you think about it.
Yeah,
right?
but yeah, it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I get what you... And then there was no like post-mortem depression. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
It's mortem. Post-mortem. You're going to make me doubt myself, bro.
Postpartum depression. Postpartum depression.
Oh, partum.
Yeah.
Oh, modem. Okay, moody. Because I was thinking about the Wi-Fi, I would have to stop paying for once I pay 1.2. That's something very moody.
Yo,
I swear to you, the first one I was like, just 1.2. This is other 5. I'm fine. That's number speed. You're busy. I got it. Pampers. Think about it. Your friend's giving you advice, man. Be a smart guy. You know?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
If you're not ready, don't do it.
So you didn't have any...
I did.
You did?
I did, yeah. But I didn't realize I was having it, actually. I
For real?
Yeah, like most people don't look at the symptoms that you have. Like when you start to actually research, that's when I realized that okay, I probably am depressed by looking at the things that I'm doing. Like there would be times where my daughter is crying and Nami, I'm crying, I'm overwhelmed, I don't know what to do, I don't know who to call, I'm by myself, my dad's at work,
Okay, baby date.
Baby daddy is also trying to get a job, I can't like him because turns out I get the Pampers,
Nah, so you can't call him every time
there's a cry. Like it was tough. Like, and it was also like that like aspect where like, okay, there's a lot of financial responsibility. I'm unemployed. What's my plan? It's covered. Like
how long was the unemployment? How long into the child's life? Like until what point were you employed?
I got a job last year. I only started working.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I only started working late last year. And
congrats, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congrats,
just to be able to do things for yourself and your child. That's
a big
the biggest.
Relief, eh?
It is a big relief because it's like I brought the child into like this world, and now I have to rely on someone else to help me. Like
so it got you. Were you already over it by then, the depression, or was it at that type of... Was that one of the stuff that helped you get over the depression?
My job.
Yeah, the job.
Yeah, I definitely aided because with
right up till that point, you were still like struggling with... I
was still struggling because I felt like my relationship at the time was not so great as well, because when you're new parents, like there's a lot of stress that is on you, there's a lot of pressure from family for a lot of things that need to be done traditionally, like there's the financial thing, there's the unemployment, there's what do you do, and also I studied events, so COVID was really impacted the industry as well. So it changed. It really redirected my where I'm going.
Shift your focus.
Yeah,
to
to
something
shift.
else.
Yeah, shift my focus. You understand? So I needed to change like my direction, but also thinking, okay, I'm unemployed. What's the step now? What do I do? It was a lot. It was a lot to deal with. It was a lot. But when I worked for Amazon, they provided like
Yeah, it sounds like an advert. This is not an advert.
No,
if you want it to
definitely
be an
not.
advert, my email address is in the link. Thank you, Amazon. Yeah,
but they provided
that
like
time they're gonna put an Amazon advert right here.
Oh my god. But like they provided like counseling sessions. They had that benefit. So I took
for real? Like,
yeah.
So they care about mental
your
health.
well-being. Yes, mental health is actually a priority for them as well, because if you're not okay, that means you may not be producing proper work. So they're thinking of it from their perspective, but it's also good.
It's a selfish thing, but
it
helps them.
It helps you as well.
Everyone,
you understand? So I took advantage of those sessions, and they really, really helped me deal with all of the things that I was not coping with.
I forgot to your company. It's not like these ones, but I see most states more. They on some states too.
Yeah, bro. But I think SA companies need to implement that.
Though that company is known for other snacks and things, but it's interesting they care about mental health. But anyway, we're not here for them.
Yeah, no.
No, but that's interesting. I'm glad you found a way around it, because that in turn affects your daughter. Having a healthy mom, because her perspective of life is all that you show her. Show her seeing a mom who cries every day. We cry in the world. I must leave the house and start crying. That's how you communicate.
Yeah, exactly. Or
that's
cry
all
about
that
everything.
She thinks is normal. Yeah. So you found a way to change your norm into what it is today.
I still cry though.
Yeah, but you manage it better.
Yeah. I'm doing much better.
Not because you're depressed.
Yeah,
you're human.
definitely.
Just because you're human.
Let me ask you a question though.
Yeah.
Would you date someone with a kid?
I have.
You have,
times.
and how was your experience?
It's cool.
It was
don't
cool.
mind it. I still don't mind it.
You still don't mind it?
We have preferences. Everyone does. I wish I dated a girl who didn't have an ex-boyfriend at all. And I'm my first experience. It's not possible.
We all
and
do,
the
right?
older I get, the more women are. I have to acknowledge that I waited for a certain age to get married. Therefore, women come with more. I also come with more. Even if I don't have a kid, I come with more. Maybe a bigger stomach than I had 5 years ago. So. But is that all that you wanted to ask?
No. I remember that I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and I asked him the same question, and he was like, he would never. And I'm like, how? Why? And he was like, no, I dated a girl, and I ended up being the dad, like financially.
Oh, guess
like,
Guess high. Baby mamas.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
And how old is he?
He's 30. Okay. He's 30.
Yeah, I guess not. I thought maybe you can give him age.
No. But like, I feel like also it kind of made me think that some guys also have this perspective that baby mamas like are looking for dads for their kids.
I think there are some. Not everyone is like you. Yeah, and not everyone is like I dated someone where it was even different from that. Yeah, I think it was that. Like the pursuit for me to be a father was more important to her than making her child happy. Not realizing you just being there for your child compared to trying to find me to be there for your child with you. Like that would matter more. What I'm trying to say is she prioritized me more than her own child. And I could see it. I was like, as soon as I speak, like it was very dismissive of the child. And it works for you in the relationship because you want to be the first one. But in hindsight, like I said, not the only person I've dated with a child. In hindsight, when I dated someone else with a child, I came second. It's like, my child is talking now. Sorry, dude, let me just attend to this. And I would wait, and I saw it, and I love that. I preferred that, and I think that would go for even my wife. And it goes to what we spoke about with you and your partner, is that your child. It showed you guys focused on you guys. At some point, you are still gonna have to see what's most important, because that's one thing that will never stop lasting. Like you will always be a parent to that child,
True.
even if you guys prioritize you guys.
It's a lifestyle.
So that girl who prioritized her child, I'm not in her life anymore. You know, and so it's never, it's the dumbest, it's always the dumbest move to make.
True.
Yeah, but there are women who do that because they know no better. And a lot of women don't have fathers in their lives. And
so you feel like it's a result of that as well.
yeah, and they don't have a father figure. And they don't know how to combat that. You know, they just try and, you know, and yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if I'm on the right path.
No, yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. It's beautiful to hear, like, that the guys that actually are open to that as well, because I think what most or some single women go through is like that insecurity of like bringing a child into a relationship, or like that barrier and ona le ngwana type of thing, you know. But then, like, at the end of the day, as long as there are men out there that understand that we will prioritize our kids, you know, and you need to respect that type of thing.
I think I'll be honest in this way though, so that not everyone is dismissed on some I'm special. I'm not special because I thought that way. We all have a standard of this is what I want. Like I said, I didn't want to. I still wouldn't. I'd prefer a woman without a kid. That's when I look out. Like when you go out in the dating field, you know, you go with looks, for instance. That's your first basis. Then hopefully you're in a situation where, in a setting where you're just next to this girl and you don't have a chance to really care about how she looks because she's the only one willing to talk to you. Then maybe you're like, hey, fuck, it's so dark, I didn't even care how you look. By the time I see your face, but you're the one who made me happy today. Therefore, let's try this relationship, whatever. So with the first girl I dated with a kid, I wasn't trying to date her. I saw the kid before I made my move. Because her, like, she's someone that, I saw the kid I came across. I saw, oh, okay, she is a mother. You know? Then I was on some, okay, this is just someone I'm going to, because dating is not hard to do, my guy. I think you mean marry someone or have intent to marry. Because
any kind of relation, to be honest. Any kind of relation.
Yeah, but okay, maybe I think of things differently. So me, when I'm dating to marry.
Exactly.
Or so with her, it wasn't like initially like, even if we're gonna date, I'd be
planning.
her boyfriend, but she's not my girlfriend. You understand how that technique works? That was the initial idea. I didn't know. I just looked at. I'm telling you, maybe she looked at me in some way of, that's my rebound. Maybe I don't know. We all do that. Then you decide later on that even friends, you like, oh, you just the dude I'm gonna talk. Then later on, like, you're gonna serve a purpose in my life. Then you change that person's purpose in your life, you know. So her purpose changed in my life, where it was like, wait, man, I really like this. Then it was like, wait, man, what's your child's name? What, you know? Then I really started Then I started thinking, okay, if I'm gonna get closer with her and speak in a certain way about certain things, it involves the child. She comes with the child. And then that's where that developed, you know. And then that's where I would find myself giving her advice on some, you know, like, then I was starting to care about the child. And then I started looking past that. Now I overcame a hurdle of saying that I don't go for girls with children. I prefer not to go for certain things, but there's no cutoff. So similar with age, I had a time when I was like, I don't go 2 years younger. Then it became 4 years younger. And you see niggas, when you to get to 40, you start going for 30-year-olds. Yeah. That's everybody, So that's how I view things now.
I hear you.
That makes so. There's hope for you, Joe. I don't know. I have few friends there.
I know. No,
I'm gonna send this to their email.
No, I'm not looking. Huh? Please, I'm not looking.
All right. She's just lying. She wants to speak off the mic. Doesn't want to look desperate.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy enjoying myself and my time with my little one. If it happens that I come across, you know, someone that I could build with, I'd be happy. Yeah. But for now.
But that's not the end all and be all.
Yes.
Basically,
yeah, definitely.
That's not the goal of life for you.
Definitely. Obviously, I want to, you know, to have you sing at my wedding. Hey. Can you just sign that contract now?
Yeah, but let me bring my friend in the contract. If you marry so and so.
Maybe in a year or so.
My bad. No, thank you so much. So I learned so much, and you have just scared me even more. I thought I'm gonna come here and like, I can't wait to be a father. Yeah, but no, I'm gonna definitely prepare more, and thank you for being so open and honest about something that's sensitive to you. But I definitely understand. I got the message. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me and allowing me the platform to share my opinions and stories. And all the best on your podcast. I love this. I love this podcast, man.
Oh, thank you. So can you find you on social media? Are you one of those mothers whose child also has an account? Then you reply with your "Hi, my child." Yes, mommy. But your child can't even use a phone that time.
No, I am dizzy. No, I'm not.
The child doesn't have an account.
No, she does not.
Oh.
She's only 2.
Hey,
it makes
I'll
no
show
sense
you.
for me.
I'll show you.
No, I've seen. You know what? I can appreciate.
They have more followers than all of us, bro. Hey,
bruh. I know. My daughter will only.
She'll decide.
Yeah, when she gets to that age. For now, I'm not running any Instagram for her. No.
Amazon is too much already.
1 gig.
Yeah,
Imagine.
Okay. Do you have any social medias? Should people follow you anywhere?
Yes. 𝗧𝘀𝗵𝗲𝗴𝗍𝗂𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗧𝗧.
Okay, you
You
guys
just
will
tag
figure that one
because-
out. That surname is a tough one. That it's written down there.
Can you try it? Let me see if you can still find it.
Yeah, let's go one more time.
Motsuenyane.
Motsuenyane.
Must I change my friend.
Yeah,
After
Motsuenyane,
many years,
Motsuenyane.
at least.
Yeah,
Thank you
so-
so much for having me, though.
No, it's a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for coming on Delite Side of Life.
Okay.
And thank you to everyone for listening. This was awesome, so dope, so nice. Yeah, and take care of yourselves. Don't forget to follow the podcast. Yeah. Bye-bye. Peace and happiness. 𝗚𝗲𝗹𝗶𝗹.
Just from the memories, it gets lonely.